Hey guys, it's Reed from the Bucketfish team. Our indie game studio recently released an indie horror game called Locomotive 115. Now that game has been out for a while, we thought we would answer some of our players' burning questions about the game. But before we go any further, please take a second to check out Locomotive 115 on Steam. At the time of this video going up, the summer sale is live, and we're selling the game for just $1. If you want to support our indie studio, please check out the game and follow our socials to see updates on our next game coming out. Question 1. Will there ever be a sequel to Locomotive 115? Locomotive 115 was started as a small test for our dev team to see if we had what it takes to finish and publish a project. While we were ecstatic with its performance, we currently don't have any plans to make a prequel or sequel to the game. Like, what would we even call it? Locomotive 116, Locomotive 115-2, or maybe Five Nights in Poppy's Locomotive Garden. Jokes aside, we don't have any plans to continue Locomotive 115's story, but our next game will definitely still be indie horror, so stay tuned. Question 2. Who is Thomas Pasta Waffle? Pasta Wafy. Pasta Waddy. Sorry, one sec.
The Mas Passer Lifwadi.
You do a little bit of research online, you'll find that Locomotive 115 was an actual train that disappeared. Thomas Pasta Waffle, which I'm calling him that from now on, I refuse to learn how to pronounce his name, was the conductor of this train. We thought using a real-life story would help add to the mysticism of the game and scratch that itch for anybody interested in the lore. Question 3. How do you get the gun?
We're past chapter 1, you garbage little—
Question 4. How did the rail line get built with all of the monsters running around? To answer this question, let's take another look at the Wikipedia page. The Sharpie, as the class were nicknamed, was busy shunting when the driver, Thomas Possum Waffle, saw cracks opening up in the ground right below. Knocking off steam, he jumped for his life, no sooner clear than the earth opened up to expose a sheer-sided hole 30 feet across and similar in depth. The driver and his firemen stared in disbelief as their locomotive fell into it front first, funnel and front part embedded, with only their tender remaining visible above the surface. The rails on which the engine had been standing were snapped off and went down with it, while the supporting blocks under the main lines were laid bare. The adjacent passenger line was left hanging lopsidedly, its ballast having cascaded into the abyss. Locomotive 115 takes place in a world where Thomas Possum Waistcoat didn't get off the train in time. A world where they both stay in the sinkhole desperately trying to escape. In other words, to quote our artist Jen, Ghost Train? So, the game is set in railway purgatory? Ghost Train.